I've already taken the still photos of the vehicle, and what I do is I take that back to the office, and what I put it up on the monitor, and I use grid lines to check for structural soundness here on the top and any cosmetic blemishes. Now this next portion is I typically just do a walk around. That way I can just comment and take paint meter readings as well. We'll start off with the windshield. I don't see any obvious cracks or chips or delamination, so it looks pretty good. The dash looks like it's in decent shape as well. We can see where they just cleaned it up on the 3/4 of it, but it's already dried up here. But again, I don't see any blemishes on there. Looks pretty good. Windshield wipers, I still need to check the operation of that. And then let's go ahead and just dive right in into getting the paint meter readings. Here, starting off with the hood, 3.5, 4, 4, and 3.5 thousandths of an inch. I always like to tap on the lenses or any assemblies to see if anything's loose. The lens itself, it's got some cloudiness here. There's a service out there that you can use that can probably get some of that out, if not all of it. But I'm not making any guarantees, of course. See, front bumper there, nicely secured. I did notice the rash here, and I've got plenty of photos of that as well. Tap on that, nice and secure. Again, some more blemishes there. Grill, nice and tight. Good. And the left side headlamp, you can see here where the cloudiness is a little bit more significant than on the right side. Okay. Front bumper cover again still here. You can see where it's cracked there. Stress marks there, and then on the right side as well. Okay. It's on there secure. Good. Good. Let's get some more readings here. 4, 3.5, 4. So those are great readings. Looking at the windshield on the left side here, I've already got the still photos of the public VIN plate and another view of the dash. I don't see any blemishes there. And then a view of the roof line. Sunglass looks like it's nice and flush. I'll be checking the operation of that as well. Moving on here to the left fender. Oh, you can see here on the left side here of the bumper cover, just by tapping on it, it's already popped out a little bit. But I think you know about that already. Looking at the left front wheel, it's a 215/55 R17s. Okay, Pirelli. The manufacture date is 2016. It's got some curb rash on the rims. I'll try to get the, I don't think I can get in there to see the brake pad. It's probably too tight in there. But I'll try several angles there. While I'm in here, I like to take a look at the wheel well area as well. And I'm just checking for any signs of impact damage. I still have to review this video when I'm back at my desk. Right now, all I see is a glare. I like to get the side view of the panels while I'm here, or down here. Working up and down and looking at the rear view or the outside mirror. Looking at that, I always check for blemishes, just a couple little scuffs there. Okay, I still need to analyze the door gaps. Let's get these paint meter readings really quick. 4, 4, 5.5, 4, 5. Okay, no obvious. Sometimes I see a lot of scratch marks here, but it doesn't look too bad here. I always like to open and close the door as well to see how it closes. Seems nice and solid. Glass, don't see any scratches or blemishes there. Just some little bit of blemishes here on the edges. Probably catches, I typically see that on these vehicles. Well, not on these specifically, but most cars. 5.5. We're at the left rear door, 5, 5. There is a nice size scratch here. I ran my fingernail on there. If I can pick it up with my fingernail, something like that would have to get repainted. It could probably be buffed out. Maybe 70 to 75% of it would go away. Just a little bit that I rubbed. I know I lightened it up a little bit, but that's what's going on there. Again, another view of the roof. Let's get some meter readings. 4, 3.5. I like to get readings here because I've run across cars where, you know, people have jumped on the roofs, as you've probably seen on some videos on the news. It does happen, so I like to check for that. I've already opened up the fuel cap or fuel filler area, and it looks pretty clean. Everything was intact. You can see the paint blemish there, probably from fuel run out, and it just kind of took out the paint a little bit. Looking at the left rear wheel, you got the wheel well area here. Okay, we're already looking at mismatched tires. I think the front was Pirelli's. Here we're looking at Michelin all seasons. There's some curb rash there, and I got still photos of everything. 215, 55, R17. I'll try to get the brake pad if I can. I'll try different angles. Yeah, it looks like it's not gonna happen. Well, I'll review it later, see if I got it. Okay. Rear bumper area. Oh, let's do the view. Side panel view again. Working my way down and then kind of just going up. Checking for waviness, dings, or dents. Okay, rear glass. Check the defroster lines. They all seem to be intact. Rear parcel shelf. Don't see any blemishes, stains, signs of abuse. That's in good shape. Rear bumper area. Just some minor little scuffs. I've already tapped on it a couple times. Seems to be secure. Okay, looks like they used your car or future car as a coffee table. Possible coffee stains here, or soda, or something with something syrupy or black. Okay, let's get some meter readings. 5, 4, 5, 4.5. Okay, right rear of the vehicle. Let's do the side panel view. Okay, just kind of working our way up. And again, checking for waviness, dings, dents. Nothing super obvious is jumping out at me. Right rear tire. This is going to be a Michelin tire, 215, 55 R17. Here you can see the some curb rash there. And I think I got the DOT numbers stamped out some way. I like to check the DOT numbers because even though the tread looks good, if it's over 10 years, the manufacturers already recommend just replacing them, just based on the age of the rubber. And I'll be checking that again later on. 3.5, 4. So good readings here. Glass, good shape. Pillars, don't see any damage here. Here's another view of the roof line. Good. And the right door, oh, there's a ding right here, or a dent. Let's try to capture a couple of different angles there. But it's right here. I got some still photos of it. Okay, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. So good solid readings. Passenger side, outside mirror. Right, good shape. Another view of the roof line there. Windshield. I don't see any scratches, chips on this side, and the dash, I think I already mentioned it already, is already, it looks good. Okay, right front wheel. Lots of curb rash. This is going to be a, what is this, a Bridgestone, right? Took off my glasses, I can't read it, so I'll have to view it later. Here's just a quick view of the wheel well area. Again, I like to capture as many angles as possible when I review pictures and photos, and then here, this physically being here visually gives me a pretty good idea of its overall condition. And another side view. And let's do the fender readings for 4. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and one last view here. Exterior before the second time that I start the vehicle. So when I first start it, what we want to see is all the lights come on, right? All the check engine lights, the brake lights, any warning light that this thing is equipped with should illuminate. That just shows us that the light is functioning, the system's working. And once the vehicle does its own cycling of like a self-diagnosis, those lights should go out if there's no issues. So here we go. All right, so I'll have to review that still myself. 78,700 is the out mileage. I did see most of the lights come on, right? And the lights have cycled off, so we're off to a good start. We know the radio works now too. So I'm gonna let it idle for a little bit. I was already in the engine bay area, and so we're gonna walk over there here in a second. Idle is just above 1,000. The engine is cold. We'll also notice that the maintenance required light came on. But we're over 1,000 RPM, so that should drop once the engine warms up a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on that. One of the things I like to check here is on startup is make sure that there is no smoke coming out of the exhaust pipes. right? If it's either blue, white, gray, I'm sure I'm missing a color here. If I see something like that typically means there's something going on. I don't see anything now, not even condensation, so that's a good sign. And so what we're trying to do is determine the overall shape of the engine internally without taking it apart, of course. Looking at the engine bay, I checked the bolts to make sure they're not chipped. If they are chipped, that's an indication of paint rework or the hood's been replaced. But doesn't mean, that's no guarantees now, because some people have learned that that is something that is checked, and so they'll have that painted to make it look like it hasn't been tampered with or moved. Okay, engine is running right now. Don't hear any abnormal noises coming from the engine bay on the top end or lower end. Metallic sound, so we're pretty good. I took a look at the motor mounts here and the front frame support area. I don't see any signs of impact damage or crinkling. I've gotten an image of the belt. We'll see that comes out kind of dark in there, but I did look at it. I didn't see any cracks. I removed the oil filler cap. Condition looked pretty good. I also checked the oil, and I removed the radiator cap. I'm gonna do it again here. Fluid was kind of low. Still there. But what I want to do is check for any type of bubbling. Right, it's an indication of internal damage. I removed the cover here as well. You'll see that photo. Dusty because they didn't do that when they steam cleaned it. Plus, there's a lot of sensitive components there, so it's probably not a good idea that they did it anyways. Or it's a good thing they didn't. Brake fluid, I checked that level. Looks like it's right. The fluid level getting a little dark, but still some life in there. The battery, took a look at that. There's a manufacturer puts a little sticker on there, or the dealer, 3/18. So it looks like it's recently replaced battery. Foot shocks do support the weight of the panel, and the insulation here is in good shape, really good shape actually. So the engine bay is nice and clean and tidy. This is the way I like to see engine bays when I do these inspections. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the rest of the vehicle here, and let's see where the idle's at here. Another check. Okay, so we can see where the idle is dropped down to about I think that's probably about 650 or somewhere around there. So that's good. That's acceptable in my opinion. All right.